Hey, Jeff Fuller with you. Jay Fuller interviews on YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter, and certain opportunities provide a great conversation. One now with that conversation is Mike Osborne. Coach, how are you?
I'm well, Jeff. Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing well, and so excited to have you back on. We are not talking as much basketball today as we are relationships, which I love. A piece of leather filled with air can bring together just great people. And right now, we're talking about an eighth grade boy that plays for the Vermont Pacers, and his name is Avery Rogers. First question for you: how did you come to know Avery?
Well, I've known Avery and his family for several years now. As soon as I came aboard at CVU, was able to get involved with the mini metro and being involved with some of the middle levels. And I met Devin Rogers, who's a senior at CVU right now, and his family. And of course, Devin's had a real nice career for us. And Avery is, coming up behind him now in eighth grade is really done a nice job with his development of his basketball skills. And the Rogers family is a terrific family that's sort of been dealt kind of tough card after tough card here recently with things related to health. So to have this one pop up just was real tough news to get. But again, there's pretty good chance we're going to get through this okay, and we're hoping to help the family and Avery obviously do that.
And you certainly know that I'm a pastor, so we certainly believe in prayer, but sometimes it takes money as well. Avery has heart surgery coming up on the 29th of this month, and so you're going to be participating in a shoot-a-thon trying to raise money, but I'm pretty excited to see that there's a $6,500 match from the Classic Mike Lawyer Foundation. First of all, can you just talk a little bit about the type of heart surgery that Avery's going to be going through?
I will. He's going to have surgery on a nerve in his carotid artery. And as it's told to him and his family, there's a 75% chance that he's able to return to athletic endeavors and have, his life not really be affected all that much. But, obviously there's 25% chance of the other. So, he goes down on the 29th. We'll go down on the 27th for a pre-op, and then the 29th will be his surgery. We are obviously doing the shoot-a-thon on the 25th. And, the Mike Lawyer Foundation was good enough. Mike Lawyer was a South Burlington fellow that when he passed, a group of his friends just wanted to sustain his memory, and they came up with an idea of putting together a golf tournament. And, they support a variety of different endeavors. So, the foundation was good enough to say they'd match the first $6,500 raised for this shoot-a-thon, and couldn't be more thankful for that.
That's great. And getting to the shoot-a-thon, it's going to be April 25th. And if I can share the screen, I want to bring it up that people can go to givingzone.com and they can support you. So you're taking 100 free throws or foul shots, and you would like people just to pay for every make to help Avery in this cause. Talk a little bit about how you came up with this idea and how do you want to get people more involved?
Well, a lot of credit goes to the Vermont Pacers coaches, Bill Allen, Greg Bates, and Tim Armstrong, who have worked closely with Avery as their AAU coach and mini metro coaches over the last few years. They're just terrific guys, and the whole group is full of just fantastic families that have been well connected and just wanted to do something to help out their teammate. And been blown away so far by the generosity of the folks around the CVU community and beyond to support us. And, so all the players of the Pacers, myself, the coaches, Avery's brother, Devin, are in on this. They're going to shoot the 100 free throws. And you do have an opportunity to either do a straight donation. When you go to the donation page, you can select the ability to have a one-time donation or support per make, which again, I haven't done anything too competitive with basketball, and this is semi-competitive. So I'll be in the gym all week next week, shooting some free throws, making sure I get as many dollars as I can for Avery.
Well, I was going to ask and adding some levity to a serious conversation, but how I know you're a competitor, so I wanted to see how much you were going to refine your craft before the 25th. When you think about the opportunity, though, to give by doing something you truly enjoy and you love, just using the sport of basketball just to build these relationships, How convenient, but how good does it make you feel that you can remain in your comfort zone to do something worthwhile?
It's a good point. It's hard to, it's not easy to do that necessarily all the time, to try to, do something like raise money and still do so while kind of doing something you're really passionate and enjoy and put a lot of hours into. So, yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be neat to see all the guys from the Pacers team. It's been so long since I've been able to see them because of obviously what's going on with COVID. And so I'm excited to see all of them and certainly see Avery. I've seen Avery, here and there in passing through the season goings on around Devon. And yeah, we'll do our best to try to hope, the good thing about shooting free throws, it's, 15 feet away, 10 feet high. It's not going to change. There's no wind. We're shooting it inside. No defenders or opponents to chase around. So, again, like you said, bringing some levity to it. It's going to be fun to hopefully go in and string together some makes and have a little fun together.
Really good. And I'll just get you out on this question, and again, a little bit more serious. But my wife was diagnosed with stage 3 colon cancer. So we're walking through that. You lost your mom. And just going through things in life, I'm often reminded growing up isn't all it's cracked up to be. Speaking to Avery's family, what would be the most important thing that you would tell them about having faith and taking the next steps and focusing just day to day as they travel through this?
Well, just quickly first, I'm sorry to hear about the diagnosis for your wife, and I wish you both very, very well, and hope she's doing okay now and going forward here. Again, Jason and Heather are the parents. Have been, just such great supporters of us and our basketball program since day one, since I've gotten involved with, since I was hired at CVU. So it starts with, with them and the strength of them kind of permeates down into their kids. Devin's been forced to deal with a lot of very mature, challenges for a young man his age right now, and all the kids, due to health related things around the family. And I've been blown away by how he's been able to handle it and be a pillar for his family. So there's not a lot I'm going to tell them that they are not already having to experience and already sort of putting into execution, I guess, if you will, in their lives to get through some of these challenges. But they're a strong-willed family. Avery's a tough kid, physically and mentally. I know they're going to take this head on and go in with an optimistic mindset and do what the doctors tell them on the backside of it. And I feel very good. He's going to come back and be ready to rock back here in land of CVU.
That's awesome. And Mike, put me down for $100 and don't miss any free throws. But if you do, then just cut, whatever the percentage is. But
Jeff, thank you so very much, man.
Yeah, man.
And, the goal is 101. The goal is 101. Somehow, some way, I got to figure out, make them all and have one bounce in now. So we'll see.
Oh, there you go. Or catch it as it comes through the rim and throw it down one time. Try to figure out something.
We'll need Devin to do that. Devin can do that, not me.
Oz, thanks so much. We wish you all the best.
Thank you so much. Okay, all the best to you and your wife.
And again, with Avery Rogers, we want to make you aware of this Giving Zone. You can go to givingzone.com. You can search Mike Osborne, the boys basketball coach at Champlain Valley Union. This will take place April 25th, and they're going to be raising money. And just want to remind you, for every dollar you put in, up to the $6,500 match, it will be doubled. So your donation will be doubled just to go to this young man that's having heart surgery. Again, an 8th grade boy having heart surgery on the 29th. So we thank you all, not just for your thoughts and prayers. Those are critically important, but also your dollars and your commitment to this family as well. With that, we say thanks all. It's always good to share.